Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the Baccalaurean. So today I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know on how you can get started using your Microsoft Excel. I want you to meet my assistant Dan. Hi Dan.
Hi, my name is Dan. I will be the assistant robot for the Baccalaurean today. So what is an Excel? Excel is a program that provides worksheets comprised of rows and columns. Textual data can be stored in the workbook similarly to a Microsoft Word table, but the power of Excel is its ability to perform simple to complicated mathematical calculations. Excel worksheet.
An Excel worksheet or spreadsheet, it has two-dimensional grid. As mentioned, it has a columns and then rows. So the column names are actually made up of alphabets starting with letter A. And then the rows are numbered starting with number 1. So this is row 1. The cells in the front row are actually A1, B1, C1, D1, and so on. And the cells in the column are actually A1, A2, A3, A4, and so on. So if I'm gonna put my mouse over the cell, this is cell E7. So Y E7 is under column E, row 7. That's why it's called E7. So we use the cell reference when creating math formulas or functions. For example, the formula to add contents of cell, for example, B1 and B2. So for example, I'm gonna put under B1 number 2, and then on B2, I'm gonna put number 4. So to make a formula, you have to start with an equal sign, and then you click on B1, and then type in the plus sign, and then B2, and then you click on enter. So there you go. So it's gonna add B1 and B2. So the formula is equal sign B1 plus B2, sorry, that's B1 and B2 is equals to 6. Yeah, so that is your first actual formula. So this is, let's just delete that. So this is your name box. The name box is actually located on the area above column A1. Yeah, so this is it. If you're gonna hover your mouse over there, it's gonna say name box. Okay, it displays the cell reference of the selected cell and the cell where the cursor is actually resting. So if I'm gonna put here, it's gonna show as D5. So if you notice also on the name box it says D5, but if I put the cursor on the D5, it actually highlights the letter D and then number 5. So that's another way of um, knowing what cell you are in. So the beginning of the formula, it can be seen on the area above column D. So this is the formula area here. Yeah, there you go. It says formula bar. The formula bar actually displays the contents of the selected cell. So for example, if I'm gonna put here, let's put anything, the numbers, that's 2, and then we're gonna put here 7. Sorry, that's 7. Gonna put it here 8. So if select here, so on the name box it's gonna show B7, and then the formula bar will show the content of the cell, which is number 8. Yeah. So a workbook is just a collection of worksheet or spreadsheets. When the Excel program is opened, a workbook opens three. So this is one, sheet two, and three. So moving from one cell to cell, the arrow keys can be used to move um, from left to right, up and down from the current cell. So I'm just gonna, yeah, but I'm using my right arrow and then my left arrow and then my down arrow and up. So you have to press also the enter key to move to the cell immediately below the current cell. So if I'm gonna press on enter, it's gonna move below the current cell. So if you want to move um, one cell to the right, you just use the tab key. So tab key, that's for your cell going to the right, and then enter is going to below the cell, the current cell. Selecting cells. There are a variety of ways to select cells in a spreadsheet. To select one cell, you can click on the cell. Of course, you can click on the cell. Just gonna delete that. Click on the cell. Select one or more row cells. You can click on the row number. See, it's gonna select all the row numbers there. Select one or more columns of cell. You can click on the column. So G, F, D, B. To select a group of contiguous cell, you can click on a corner and with the left mouse pressed, so there it's it selected all the cells. Or you can actually go to the one cell and then move your mouse while holding the left button of your mouse and then dragging your cursor to your desired cells. Or you can select every cell in the worksheet by using your Control A. Again, that's Control A on your keyboard and selects all the cells on your worksheet. Okay, now let's go on to entering data into cells. To enter data into cells, you just click on the cell and begin typing. So for example, if I'm going to put a letter or a word on, well, see here on name box, it says age 13. So I'm just gonna double click and then start typing, right? See that? hmm Start typing there. Yep. So if you can see what you also type will appear on the formula bar. You can like use this formula bar when writing something, or you can actually go directly to the cell. You just either double click as mentioned inside the cell, or you can select the cell and you can press F2. Again, that's F2 to start writing. All right. So we're gonna do moving and copying cells. To move a cell content, you can right click on the selected cell and click cut. So for example, same as your word. So if I say here the baccalaureate and I want to transfer the cell E6 to a different cell, I'm just gonna click on Control X, that's for cut. If I want to remove the baccalaureate from E6 and then transfer it to C3. See, that's Control X. But if I want to just copy and want to retain the word on C3 and then copy it on E6, I'm just going to click on this one and then Control C and then paste it using Control V. That's how easy it is. If you want to delete it, just click on the cell and click on your delete button on your keyboard. There you go. Right? Okay. So, okay, let's put some words here like pie. So hungry, and then apple, and then orange, milk. See, so we have entered some words on each cell. So to insert, for example, you want to insert a new column. So just click on, no, just put your cursor in C and then right click on your mouse. And you will see here like an insert word. There you go. It's gonna insert um, a new column. So as you can see, the word orange actually moved from C to D, and then from the milk from D to E. So I inserted like a column between B and C. The other way of inserting a column is by pressing the F4 key. Again, that's F4. F4 key on your keyboard, right? So to delete a column, so if you want to delete it, right click again, and then there's like a word there, delete, under the insert. Just click on it. So you want, if you want to do a, for example, renaming on or viewing, inserting, and deleting worksheet, all you have to do is just this is your spreadsheet, right? So you just do right click, and then there's like a rename there. Like if you want S1, and then you go to your spreadsheet 2 and then rename it with S2. So that's how easy it is to rename a spreadsheet. And if you want to insert a worksheet, you have to go to your your spreadsheet. You just have to click on this plus sign. There you go. And if you want to rearrange this spreadsheet, if you, for example, if you want sheet 5 to go before S1, so just right click and then drag. And to delete worksheet, you just have to right click again, and then there's a delete option there. I'm gonna help you create a very basic table. So for example, if you want um, to know um, the scores of your students, like who's the highest, and if you want to know who's the how do they do to chronologically arrange their scores. For example, if I have here student A, B, C, D, E, and F. So that those are my students. I'll just insert a title row here. So we're just gonna put here the name and then the scores. There you go. So I'm gonna put here 35, 29, 65, 45, no, 48, maybe then 59, 44. So as you can see, it's not on chronological order. So if you want to know the highest scores for each student, all you have to do is know the who's the highest scorer. You just click on score, be here, home, and then you can filter and sort from largest to smallest. So you have to click on yes, expand, because it's going to rearrange also on the name column here. So as you can see, the scores of each student are shown from highest to lowest. So this is what you call the quick analysis tool. So if I'm gonna highlight this one, it's gonna show on the lower right corner of that highlighted item you got there. So when you click this, there you go. It has an option to do the data bar, pie chart, the total scores to sum it up, the tables, and the sparklines. So for example, if you want to know to create like a simple chart here, you just click this. See? So these are um, the vertical axis which will show the scores, and these are the names of the students. So to make it more well, just to show you like in a so it's more understandable way of showing you the data is we're just gonna put real name here. So we put Ray, see that, Esther, Dan, what's the letter F? Fabian, of course it's Barry, and then Anna. So there you go. So these are the name of the students and these are their scores. So if I say today is what? 1 January 2021, for example. So if you want to copy this data to the next cell or all of the row, all you have to do is highlight and then drag. You see, it's going to automatically copy the dates, but it will not copy as is, but it will automatically give you the the dates. I mean, automatically adjusted the dates already for you. But if you want the date to, for example, to as an assist date, for example, yeah, so that's 28, and then you control and then copy and then control and then copy. For me, sometimes what I do is I copy just three and then I scroll down. So technically, the Excel would think that yeah, this guy wants to do a all the dates into 128 because he already entered like three data on it. Then just drag it and it's gonna say the same. But if you can see here, I only created 128 and then I click and drag. So that's why it assumed that I want my dates to be shown like chronologically, like for example, from 28 up to the Feb 15. Yeah. So I'm gonna teach you another tip is that for this date, you have to, if you want to change the formula or the format of this dates, you just highlight the dates, right click, and then if you can see here, there's a format cell and go to the dates here. So if you want like a year, a month, and then the date, you just click this one. And if you want like for example a date and then the month, you can use this one. You see, it's going to give you January 28. But if you want to change it into a different format, just go again um, to this selection format cells and then click on date and then find whatever suits you, for example. So if you want like a complete, if you want, you know, this March, this date, well, month, date, and then year, you just click on it and it'll show you January 28th of 2021. So that's how you automatically reformat the dates on your Excel file. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's it for now. And I'll show you more on my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.